Support.
I will call the meeting to order. Recess business, we've got the Sullivan County Youth Bureau. And this is to execute the 2022 claims for our Tustin youth.
Which is really just a pass through documentation of what they said they would give us, right?
So I would take a resolution to adopt this.
Just
No, wait.
authorizing your signature. You've signed.
That's, yep, that's all.
All right,
This is
I move that
already
we
done by the legislature.
authorize the supervisor to sign the youth contract between,
The
yeah,
Youth Bureau, with Sullivan County Youth Bureau.
okay, good.
Discussion?
Does anyone else need to sign it?
No.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Printer purchase authorization. This is a building printer, correct?
This is for all the departments, yes.
Okay.
It's-
They've got 3 quotes, and who's it? Do we know whose money it's coming out of? It's just coming out of contractual.
Either contractually, either the building department, not building department, building as in general for the whole building, or we can use ARPA funds for it too, I believe.
Okay.
Uh,
There's 3 quotes. The highest is 7,100 and the lowest is 59.95.
What's it replacing?
So this will be replacing individual printers that we won't need. But it's would be the main one for the front office. If this one prints much faster, and it also prints in color, because we only have a small little color printer. And the expense to refill all these multiple printers and the time for these printers,
They've done this in all the schools too. It
Yeah.
makes sense because you're wasting all kinds of different printer.
right, that we have multiple
Cartridges
printers,
and-
multiple toners.
I'm all for it.
And it's laser
Mhm.
and the Wi-Fi is, it
Yeah.
speaks to everybody.
Yes, that's the other thing. We'll do the scan, it'll do fax. It's everything we need to do. It's all in one 25 pages a minute printing,
wow.
which makes it a lot easier for.
And how old are the ones you're replacing?
Well, the one upstairs in the second floor, how that big one is. We'll use that big one for a little while, but that big one is the
Upstairs.
slowest.
Yeah, but that's our main printer upstairs.
Upstairs,
That's
upstairs.
the only one we have.
And the
Yeah.
one in our office
It's pretty new.
is 4 years.
I
It's a
don't have
little
a-
But then I have a personal one on my desk.
Do you want one?
Kelly has a personal one on her
Yeah.
desk. So we've got a lot of smaller ones, so we'll be able to get rid of the smaller ones,
And the toner replacement.
which is huge. It's
That's
$93
the deal.
everthe time I buy ink for my.
That's
little
always the
printer.
idea, is to have.
Don't
them
get rid
central
of
that
them
they can
though,
run.
depending on the
Instead of paying $200
reconfiguration of
for
this
each printer.
building if we're gonna need them. Right, Bev?
I'm sorry?
I said, don't get rid of the other printers in case
No,
with
okay.
the reconfiguration of
Right,
everything.
they
you
could-
might
yeah.
need 'em.
Highway might need one, or water and sewer,
Yeah.
or,
We
yeah.
always try to, spread them out where we can.
So what was the lowest?
59.
59.95 through Chris, the local company.
Yeah.
The other one is West Havistraw and some other place.
The Kristen got in the.
They're local.
They're local, so they'll come. This is including delivery, and I was very hard to actually find this kind of a printer. You can only get it through a business of such as Chris Company. But they come, they'll set it up for you and maintain it, do maintenance with it.
Yeah, because if you get something from West Havistraw, they're gonna come set it up and tell you.
Yeah.
Right,
well, I'd
right. So
rather
then
have a
they'll connect it
local
to our
person.
server. So if we need to scan stuff, we can scan it to individual folders that we can't all see each other's items, which is important.
Jim says it's very simple, Crowley.
Jim Crowley likes it. They have the same one over in Nakashaka.
Yes.
It was his recommendation for this.
Wait a
printer.
second, if Jim Crowley likes it, we're buying it.
No, really. that
And
is
the water
simple.
sewer guys, they're gonna love it too, Jane.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You
Did
need
you
an
get
you need a resolution to authorize.
This follows our procurement policy of getting 3 written quotes. So that's what I provided for you. Because of the amount, that's the only reason I'm asking the board to do a actual resolution rather than just myself or anyone else saying, okay, buy it.
Do we know which fund, which is preferred?
Do you want
Uh,
to take it out of general building?
We'll take a look at general building and see what our expenses left there are. If not, we can use some of it out of ARPA. Or we can also go through, like, if I don't use my contractual, usually choose somewhere else,
Yeah.
you know. So we'll delete out some of the contractuals to make sure there's money.
Let's see.
I motion we authorize the payment or the purchase of
I second it.
59.95 from Chris.
Further discussion? All in favor? Aye, opposed. Um. Kelly is putting and getting in from each of the boards, the stipends that they get. One came in for the planning board. I talked to Ken about this, obviously. Ed is not here, so that check would go to his estate, which is Kelly's worked with the auditors on that. But Ken has been the planning board co-chair, basically running it, and if the board agrees, I'd like to do a resolution allowing Ken to get paid the same as the chair for this one time.
Yeah, that's like,
I think it's a difference between 300 and 600.
Yeah.
So,
that's fine with me.
Yeah, no problem, yeah.
okay, I will make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the last thing I have on here, unless there's other business, is the speed zones that we put through to the county. Apparently, the county has different town road names than ours, not names, numbers. So I've got two resolutions here with the new numbers and the new mileages on them that came back from the county. They're both in the exact same locations. Coshocton Turnpike, Town Road 49. Between Lackawaxen Road, which is Town Road 21. And the Town of Highland line for a distance of 0.32 miles. And the other one is, I think that's the only one they needed.
So what do they want to change it from and to?
We had Town Road 40 for Lackawaxen Road. It's supposed to be 21.
Oh, so they're just
It's
changing
just
the
number,
numbers
yeah,
of
just
the road?
changing the
Oh, I
numbers.
thought it was numbers of the speed limit.
No. It's just the, when it went through the county that they say they send us a map every year. I have not seen it.
Does it affect mail or emergency services or staff?
No,
or anything like
It's,
that?
and it looks like it's just this one, for Lackawaxen. Swamp Pond Road was fine. Lackawaxen Road, they wanted it to be two separate TE nines since the official orders from the state come by individual roads and Lackawaxen Road turns into Coshocton Turnpike that goes down to Irish Town. So that's what they were looking for.
Oh, we can. Yeah.
So.
When I did the census, I didn't.
So I will have two separate ones. The first one will be for Coshocton Turnpike, Lackawaxen, and the second would be Lackawaxen, State 97 and Coshocton Turnpike. Is that clear as mud for everybody?
Sure.
We're just renaming them, right,
Yes,
and
they're just
making
putting
them in
new-
sync with the,
But they have to have separate resolutions for the two in order to send it to the state.
okay.
the resolution, I'll second.
I got two, that's for
You
the
made
first
two
one.
resolutions and you
Yeah.
seconded both of them?
Yes. And
Sounds
everybody was
great.
in
Excellent.
favor. That's all we've got for new business on this stuff.
Do we need to vote on that?
All in favor?
Aye.
And on the
Aye.
second one?
Aye.
Thank you.
I'm
And
gonna
just
abstain.
a fun food for thought, Josh, brought my attention, forgot, the Upper Delaware Scenic Byway. They awarded grants last night and they awarded $750 to Tuscany Commission for Christmas in Marysburg.
Yeah,
Kelly wrote it. Was very kind of him.
good.
Just throwing it out there.
One other thing, and I'll let the board make a decision on this. John Pizzolato is supposed to stop by and pick up I don't know if you've seen him down on the other end there. I've seen the upper end, I see him on the lower end. Please keep like up in Hancock, please keep Hancock beautiful along the scenic byway. Ours came in with the word Narrowsburg on it for the
Oh.
whole scenic
I
byway.
spoke to him
Okay,
and he is going to put them in Narrowsburg. One one up by the blinking light and one over here by Peaks, because I told him that needs to be within Narrowsburg. Ironically enough, I ran into him at the costume store
okay,
this
so
afternoon. and
that
poured.
doesn't need to,
Yes,
what's it gonna do for the town lines? Anything?
it's gonna be within Narrowsburg, so I did tell him you're concerned about putting something that says keep Narrowsburg clean outside of Narrowsburg, it's in Tustin, but not Narrowsburg.
Yeah.
And he said, no,
I
we'll
kind
keep
of wish
them
they
right."
just said Tustin and we
Yeah.
put them at both ends, but
Right.
I mean, I can ask them to get more if you want.
no, we got enough sign pollution.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do.
Okay,
Okay, so that's a viewpoint.
sorry. Sorry,
A mute point.
it was the last thing I thought of when I walked into a costume store.
One day you'll get it
No,
right.
it's mood, I know.
I know.
I
you-
just want
Joey on Friends used to call it a move.
Yeah. it was funny.
It's moved.
she is correcting me every single time.
I have to keep you looking good.
Thank God somebody does. That's all. I mean, do we have anything else? This was supposed to be just for the,
I was just wondering, Main Street, the bank, it was 56 minutes, 53. We put a tree in it or some twinkly?
93 Main, we
Huh?
will. In 93, our building, our bank building,
Yeah,
we will as soon as, after Sunday, because Sunday I'm taking the tree that's gonna go in the window and putting it in the middle.
oh, yeah, okay, good, because it's, I just think, whatever, just add to the
Mhm.
twinkle or whatever.
did you tell everybody what's going on for Sunday?
I did not yet. So on Sunday is Christmas in Narrowsburg, Tustin Youth and the Chamber is helping with some of these things. It is starting around 11:30 at Narrowsburg Union. They are participating with Tustin Youth. They're doing a pancake breakfast. They are sponsoring our Tustin Youth Rudolph costume. They're also printing out our character passports, which will be like a nice little booklet that the kids can pick up. And they'll be able to go throughout town where we're gonna have about 12 different characters at different businesses throughout town that have helped to sponsor them. Pizza, some of them will be down at Pizza Market, right? Yes, because they've sponsored up like 3 characters. Over at Fort Delaware, it's gonna be the word I'm looking for. Thank you, transformed into like a Whoville kind of area, but that's what they're doing back there behind these black walls. We have Santa there, we're gonna have multiple characters there, we have a professional photographer coming down, they're gonna be doing games with the kids. And lots of fun stuff, that's from 12 to 4, and then overlapping, we have the Grinch playing upstairs in the theater. The DAA is letting Tustin Youth utilize the theater, we got the licensing for the Grinch. I'm not sure if we're gonna do 1 or 2 showings possibly, and that's gonna be around 1 to 3, possibly 12 to 1 and 2 to 4, something like that. And down here, the Sullivan West High School PTSO is gonna be doing Christmas cookie decorating and I possibly ornament decorating. I'm not sure for sure yet. Down on Main Street, Estelitas is going to be doing what are those things called?
Empanadas?
Thank you, Empanadas to Go. They're also sponsoring one of our characters, I think Frosty the Snowman. And then we're gonna have the gingerbread man and wife, which happens to be our water sewer guy and his fiance. They're gonna be out and about. The Chi Hive is doing a holiday dance party in their area. This road will be closed from 2 to 6, 2 to 7. We'll have a tree out. The Heron is doing chili outside. And then Tustin Cup is also gonna be open. They're gonna have some specials going on. The DVAA is giving us the Kraus Hall upstairs, which we have River Porter along with Growing Older Together. They're gonna be making Christmas cards for seniors in the area so that the kids can make cards, and Tustin provided them a craft also the kids can do. This way then they can bring it to different people in the area that don't always get Christmas cards. And then downstairs, the DDA also gave us their kitchen space, which we have someone that is bringing 200 cupcakes to decorate. And we also have a craft that our water and sewer mother-in-law is going to be helping with, which is
Oh,
very nice.
And Joan said she's got 100 cookies. on
And
order.
Joan has 100 cookies that she's donated to us.
Cookies from Woodwalk we're getting.
We have 500 to 800 cookies coming from Woodlock as well. We have the espresso guy with his like little food truck right gonna be on Main Street doing coffee. Cecilia Kawachi and her daughters are doing hot cider and hot cocoa for free that they have donated, along with some more cookies. Tree lightings at 5. The horse-drawn carriage rides are gonna be turning around right in front of Estelitas. And they're gonna be going across the bridge. That's from, oh my gosh, from 2 to 6.
2 to 6, 3 to 7.
That's from 2 to 6,
Okay.
so the tree is at 5. And then
The fire
else?
departments too are gonna be helping
Our
out.
department is bringing Santa on the old Ford from Lava. From Fort Delaware down to the tree, and then behind him will be Shorty with his car trailer. And on the car trailer will be all the other characters that we have, so they're picking them up throughout town.
Narrowsburg is gonna be bringing Santa.
Yeah.
Just to interject real quick, after all the Halloween stuff, I'm like, what are you guys doing for Christmas? And she's like, nothing, not a thing.
I didn't say that, I just said we're gonna tone it down a lot. But by us toning it down, hold on. Tustin Youth really did tone it down, minus the Whoville thing, which My partner in crime, Kelly, was like, I'm taking on this. Okay, go for it. She did, and they're doing an amazing job. I really had very little to do with that portion. The rest of it really just shows us that the town as a whole wants to really come together. And that's what this was. It's everyone else is doing their part. And we've just kind of been the center of it and helping things move around. So the Chamber of Commerce, they've been paying for advertising. We'll see signs throughout town. They've been helping with designing those and kind of trying to spread the word. And then we also have G5 Insurance through the chamber. They have rented porta johns, 288, 188 the Fort, 180 on Main Street, and a regular one. They've been approved
They
on
can take over
G5.
the summer.
So they're doing that. We also have a food truck that's gonna be down in the Fort as well.
Same one.
No, it's another one. This is a local guy. He usually does, I can't think of what these things are called, but whatever, he found
Oh, the
different.
crepes.
He usually does crepes. That's a specialty, but he realizes he has a young family and that's not a family friendly necessarily. So he's doing something more family friendly for the kids.
Hot
and more
dogs and
affordable.
crepes.
Can adults go watch the Grinch?
This, yes, everyone is encouraged to come, young and old, everyone come.
I want to see the
How are you
Grinch.
publicized? I mean,
With the
I have
hot
no
chocolate.
doubt that it's well publicized. because
Not
Halloween
everyone
thing
sees
was-
it, so a lot of people follow us on Facebook and we have a couple of different private messenger things that people ask to be part of. We then send it out to the schools, it'll go through Peach Jar and everything. So it just kind of been word of mouth, huh?
What is peach jar?
Well, you should know Peach Jar is.
You did know what peach jar is. but the
So
kids-
Peach Jar has become the digital flyers that we send out.
Maybe Laura knows, not sure.
She probably would know. We also do Coach Sullivan with Families on Facebook,
What
Which
happens
is
to the radio?
a big thing in the area. WJFF, actually, we have an interview. Kelly's making me do it on Thursday. They're calling, oh, there's Kelly. She was, so you're gonna do the WJFF interview tomorrow? Because I don't want to talk to anybody. You did a really good one for the Ford. So that's happening.
It's in the River
There's nobody
Reporter.
here.
It's in the River Reporter. I think they put it in the Democrat too.
Okay.
But with the chamber spreading out the word, Casme's been spreading the word. So we have lots of people. But
Sounds
Great, no, it
Facebook
sounds
seems to be
wonderful.
our primary way usually of getting it out there.
What's
And
the
then
next
people have just started
holiday?
following us. I'm sorry.
What's the next holiday?
Martin Luther
The
King
next
Day.
holiday that we're celebrating,
Yeah,
4th of July is our next big holiday. Easter will not be like this. Easter is gonna be cute with Easter bunny.
Hey, who's Santa?
Santa, Santa is Santa. He's
Oh,
always
okay,
Santa.
sorry.
We've had the same Santa for 7 or 8 years now.
Barry?
No.
Was Kenny Bain?
George is his other name.
The-
He also
Oh,
was my
oh, the
George,
real
but
Santa.
that's just it. He's the real Santa. When the kids start questioning him outside of the season, he winks and they're like, Mom,
That's shame.
George is Santa. No, he's not. Yes, he is.
He has to be happy for a couple hours.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm. trying to think if
Sounds
I forgot
wonderful.
anyone.
It sounds wonderful.
And we're just looking for,
And
I
it's
still have to
Sunday?
get the okay from the Derby. I mean, even if they don't okay it, this is recording. I'm just gonna hook up a generator on the other side of the bridge and a big light show. So that there's something, we have something to look
I'm
at.
not really
fun.
mind that.
Right on top of their septic system. It's my
That's
best
terrific.
actually.
You done a good job.
And this all starts at like 11:30, huh?
So it goes essentially, because last year we had 400 families that took a picture. This is the only way we're able to count how many pictures were taken. We had 400 family photos taken in front of the tree last year. Each family comes anywhere from 2 to 4 kids. And I can't tell you how many people said to us, I didn't stand on line, I stood there for an hour and I wasn't standing there any longer. So they walked away. So you figure that number, that's how many people stood on Main Street. So we realized the amount of traffic that are following us and that plan on coming and that we hope to come, but instead of just having them stand still and freeze, we want to give them something to do and kind of share the rest of the town.
Yeah, sounds good.
We're excited.
I didn't know anything about it. Well, I'm not on this Facebook, Twitter, whatever.
I've been talking about it. I told you about it.
I know, but I didn't know what, all the whole shindig that was going on.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. In fact, I ran into Johnny from the Berryville Chamber at Marlou's in Montague today, just outside of Port. That's what it was.
Fun.
But I went there to pick up some of our costumes that were out there. And there's a gentleman standing in front of me talking about the Chamber of Commerce. He sounded very familiar. I've only met one. And I said, which chamber? He turns around, he goes, oh my goodness, because we've been playing phone tag. And we decided that we're gonna share costumes because his event is on Saturday.
Is the Santa Express coming?
No, and that's another thing. The Santa Express used to be a huge hit in the
Yeah.
area. But Lou does not do the Santa Express ever since COVID happened.
Okay.
He just hasn't done it. So now he just does like a thing over in Eldrick area,
Mhm.
which they're doing again this year, but we want something for our trip.
Okay,
So.
great.
Christmas magic. Holiday magic.
You have
Any other
anything
questions?
before we leave for our next meeting next week for the work session? You guys want to pick an end of the year meeting right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been like the monthly ongoing meeting.
Yeah, we were hoping to have that. Well, the whole thing was the.
Yeah.
Um,
Have my other-
our organizational meeting can be done on the 3rd of January, which is our first meeting of the. Work session of the month anyway, that first Tuesday. As long as that works for everybody.
There's nothing that, oh, I must have put it on the wrong. Okay, there's nothing tomorrow night, right?
Chamber.
Yeah, and the UDC is having something that the CAC people will be going.
Oh,
to.
also, did everyone see your invite for Christmas?
Yeah.
See what?
This invite,
Christmas lights?
invite.
Invite,
Oh.
invitation.
So you're saying the third,
The
is
third
gonna be
is
your
this,
organizational?
That could be the organizational meeting.
what one? The sixth. Is the workshop.
No, he's talking January there.
Yeah, we need to do an organizational meeting and we also need to do our end of the year meeting so we can
Yeah.
submit our final bills.
How long will that meeting, how long do those tend to last?
Less
Very
than a half
quick.
an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just
They're good.
it's really just a formality for any of the late bills, authorized payments. And the same, well, the organizational meeting might take a little bit longer.
We have zoning on the,
The 27th or 28th work,
not for me, but
28th is, oh no.
Wednesday. Jane, what are you looking at? 29th, 30th?
The
uh,
30th?
the 29th is, let me look at it.
Jocelyn, you're
Oh,
gonna have court on
what
the 29th?
time?
No.
You're not gonna court?
In the evening?
So,
Whatever time.
What meeting is
yeah,
that?
I mean,
That's the last one of the year.
if we can do the 29th or 30th.
I
Okay.
can't be here on the 30th. I'll be at Turning Stone Casino making people happy.
Oh,
So how
well,
about
I
the
should probably
29th?
make sure you get up there, okay?
How about the 29th? Oh, I can do the
Well, that's right,
28th.
You've got
I
the.
can do the 28th.
Yeah, but for bills, the later the better.
I can do 28 or 29.
29th.
It's what, 29th at 6?
That's a Thursday. What time do you all want?
Move both, I don't care what.
You can do,
I can do earlier.
you can
Yeah.
do early or later. We can
Well,
do
I can, if we do early, it has to be before 11. I'm working at Velvet Maple from 11 to 4.
Don't you get lunch?
Before 11's fine with me.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
10 AM.
10, and I'll be over there at
On
11.
the 29th.
That's on the 29th?
Yes,
And that's just the end of year bill there.
And
I think last year it was 6 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that. I went-
Yeah. The 29th at
6
11
minutes?
Yeah,
a.m.
It's really. a
And then
fast one.
January 20,
It's usually just a
January
authorization to
3rd,
approve those.
January, you be back
which
by
is our
then?
normal meeting.
Not that we care because you're on the road way too much, having too much fun. So we just,
Third, you said?
yes,
What
that's the
time?
regular time.
So who's gonna set those meetings? I need a motion, for that.
I will make a motion.
Thanks.
So January 3rd
second.
is the workshop.
A
Right.
second?
Yes, the workshop, we're gonna
And
do our
reorganization.
organizational.
All in favor?
All right,
Opposed?
And that is at what time?
6:30.
The 3rd and the 10th.
Yeah,
That's, the 3rd should be an easy one too. I don't know, unless they've got something with the other. Next 2 meetings really shouldn't be a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
Shouldn't be.
Keep it simple.
well, we'll see. Well, you can tell in the building committee met.
And the building committee met. And the building committee is meeting tomorrow at 9:00, 9:30,
Nine.
sometime, sometime
9.
between 9 and 10. Got some people coming in to look at some of the water leakage and
Yeah, and see if that can be resolved. We'll see what they say.
I'll be here in the morning. Will you be back by morning?
What else?
And as part of that, we were talking about the parking lot with Kawachi.
Just
Yeah,
thinking of that,
Watching
if we
said
could
he
get
would
it.
do it. I don't know when.
That's what that fence.
Yeah, he's gonna repair it and then, repair the wall so that we could get the fence put in. I was telling Jane, when I talked to Don at the highway, he wanted to put in similar to, a guardrail, it's called a bridge rail, and they just get cemented in. The bolts get cemented in and then they get put on top and then tied down so that, you know, if the car hits it, it's not gonna bend it or break it. And it should look okay. It'll look better than the guardrail that we've got up there, but,
Well, it'll look very, whatever.
and then get the. I'll get hold of Craig to move the clothing maybe to the other part of the parking lot and get it painted so it looks.
Well, ask
Nicer.
him if it can be moved elsewhere. Why does it have to be so central?
That's usually you'll see it at the fire departments, like you go to the one in Hancock.
Yeah, well, highway department.
Yeah.
No.
It's because it's part of the Sullivan County Volunteer Fire Association.
So where do you think we can move it?
Well, at least move it to the other side of the parking lot so we can get the repair done
Right.
and then. You know, get it painted up.
And
Put
is
some
the
doves and
snow
peace
plow
signs on it.
being changed in direction, so it's not.
It should be that way, anyway. I mean.
Yeah, so he's not pushing that snow over there.
Yeah, that's just a case of the, Donnie needs to tell the person that's doing this, that he needs to back drag it and then push it to the railroad.
Towards the railroad, yeah. Cause they're just pouring salt into that memorial garden.
Yeah, it's not good.
Should see the size of the buck that walked through the four corners. or something. I'm sitting there at the stoplight.
Wow.
I'm
Big
like,
8-pointer, right?
no, it was sick.
Six.
It was a good size 6-pointer. Christopher says, you see that? I'm like,
Anything else?
All I got.
Now that that plan's in place, can someone update Nico since he's been pretty vigilant about?
What did he just say? What?
I know that I did say something to Nico before, so I'll just let him know where we're.
Great. Nico's just asked to be kept in the loop because he volunteered some services as well.
For over
For the
here.
repair, yeah.
Yeah, and I told Watching, he said he was going to contact.
Great.
him.
I just think it's nice that
So
Nico's been very
simple.
vigilant about it, so if we can.
Yeah, I
Update
did
without
tell
him having to ask.
Watching and he said he would contact Nico.
Nico's doing great things to that garage, painted, it looks crisp and clean.
The Christmas light up.
Yeah, the Christmas lights look great,
Mhm.
yeah. Nice to have energy over there.
That's my grandchildren.
Would be a nice flower shop.
With the youth one.
Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?
I think so.
Supposed to be rather horrible.
Because we're,
That might be good.
well, because we were supposed to plant more bulbs and this way it'll be
Oh,
calm.
I was thinking about the water people coming to look here.
Oh, no, that's, oh,
tomorrow
that'll be
they
good
come-
too.
in. Just note that the smell in the bathrooms is definitely like water, like a wet damp. If the vents are not left on, it stinks in there. Not like sewage, but like damp, moldy.
96% chance of rain tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Then you have the key for the boiler room?
No, I was just gonna grab it out of the board.
Okay.
If I can get my car back from my wife who has my keys and
No,
her,
it has that key and the records are here, both in there.
okay.
Rain looks like it's gonna start around 8 AM and be pretty steady.
Oh, good. She might find it somewhere.
I'll be in tomorrow too.
Tomorrow evening, though, it'll probably.
So I can at least get in the building.
Yeah, I'll be here.
I
I'll be at
almost was
the-
gonna go pick up that car
Thanks.
tomorrow, but I just said the weather looks rotten, I'll do it Thursday.
Let me see it.
So you're closing your
It'd be
meeting?
nice. Make a motion to adjourn.
Why did we
Second.
even come here tonight?